ஒன்றுமே கிடையாது. அதாங்க. இந்த ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸ் ஓடுது, ஆன் வச்சுக்கிட்டா. புரியல. வேணாம்.
I welcome you all to this fourth memorial lecture of Kalvi Thanthai Thiru K.RAMASAMY sir. A sensible person once said, a sensible person once said, men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. Very true that some people will stay with us in our words, deeds, and thoughts. As we have gathered to relive the presence of one such man, I'm bound to convey my gratitude to the assembled invitees for the Kalvi Thanthai Thiru K.RAMASAMY 4th Memorial Day lecture. Let's invoke goodness with prayer song. I request the gathering to rise and show reverence for the prayer song. Kindly take your seats, everyone. To receive the chief guest, invited well-wishers, family members, faculty members, and students of the institution with his welcoming words, I invite Dr. K. Kalvi, Principal of National Engineering College.
Respected Chairman, Vice Chairman, Correspondent, Management Committee members, Chief Guest, Management Guest, Director of National Engineering College, Principals of Lakshmi Ammal Polytechnic College, K.R. College of Arts and Science, staff members, students, parents, alumni of K.R. Group of Institutions, good morning to all. On this Memorial Day, we gather to remember and honor the life and legacy of our founder chairman, Kalvi Thanthai K.RAMASAMY, who established this group of institutions, National Engineering College, Lakshmi Ammal Polytechnic College, and K.R. College of Arts and Science. He paid tribute to his vision, passion, and a tireless effort to creating this institution that beacons of excellences in higher education in the fields of arts, science, and engineering. Our founder chairman was a visionary leader who believed in the power of education to transform the lives of the youth and to build a better future for all. He recognized the need for world-class education institutions in this region, and he dedicated himself to making the vision a reality. Through a leadership, he brought together a team of committed faculty members, staff, and supporters, shared his vision and worked tirelessly to build this institution from the ground up. Today, we stand on his shoulders of his legacy, and we are proud to continue his mission of providing higher quality education to the next generation. In this occasion, on behalf of Chairman, Vice Chairman, Correspondent, and other Management Committee members, Director, Principals of LAPC and K.R. College of Arts and Science, I welcome through Madhukumar, distinguished alumni of NAC, BE Computer Science, 1984 to 88 batch, founder and CEOs of Amadeus Technology, Princeton, New Jersey, USA. He is going to deliver fourth memorial online lecture on empowering students through industry academia collaborations. I welcome the trust lawyers, auditors, and other management guests, press, media, and other for these programs. Also, I welcome HODs, deans, COE, and the faculty members and non-teaching members of NAC, LAPC, and K.R. College of Arts and Science who are attending this program physically and through online. Next, I welcome the students, alumni of NAC, Lakshmi Ammal Polytechnic College, K.R. College of Arts and Science, who are all participating in this program and watching the event through live stream. I welcome all the parents, well-wishers, and all the stakeholders who are participating through live stream. Once again, I welcome you all for this program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Some memories are unforgettable, remaining ever vivid and heartwarming. I invite Professor A. Rajeshwaran, Principal of Lakshmi Ammal Polytechnic College, to go back in time and recollect the journey of a humanitarian embodiment of tenacity and an influenced soul of founder Kalvi Thanthai Thiru K.RAMASAMY.
அனைவருக்கும் இனிய காலை வணக்கம். K.R. குழுமம் மற்றும் கல்வி நிறுவனங்களின் நிறுவனர் கல்வி தந்தை திருமிகு K.R. ஐயா அவர்களின் 4ஆம் ஆண்டு நினைவு நாளை முன்னிட்டு நடைபெறுகின்ற நிகழ்வில் அவர்களை வணங்கி அவர்களை பற்றிய செய்திகளை நினைவுகூர்தல் நமக்கு கடமையாகும் என்று தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். கோவில்பட்டி அருகிலுள்ள துரைசாமிபுரம் புதூர் கிராமத்திலே கிருஷ்ணசாமி ரெட்டியார் லட்சுமி அம்மாள் தம்பதியரின் புதல்வராக 17/9/1936 அன்று பிறந்த ஐயா அவர்கள் பள்ளி கல்வியை தனது ஊரிலே முடித்துவிட்டு அனுபவ கல்வி அனைத்தையும் பார் முழுவதும் கற்றுத் தேர்ந்தவர். ஆரம்ப காலங்களில் தமிழ்நாடு மின்வாரிய பணிகளில் ஈடுபட்டு பின்னர் ஒப்பந்தக்காரராகி அதன்பின் இந்தியா முழுவதும் பல்வேறு மாநிலங்களில் பணிகளை செய்தார். அதன் பின்னர் வெளிநாட்டிலே, குறிப்பாக குவைத் நாட்டிலே அல்குலாய் ராமசாமி மெக்கானிக்கல் சிவில் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் கான்ட்ராக்டிங் கம்பெனி என்ற நிறுவனத்தை நிறுவி பணிகளை செய்து வந்தார். இப்பணிகளுக்காக கோவில்பட்டியை சுற்றியுள்ள பல்வேறு ஊர்களிலிருந்தும் ஆயிரக்கணக்கான மக்களை குவைத் அழைத்துச் சென்று அவர்களின் பொருளாதார வளர்ச்சிக்கும் உறுதுணையாக இருந்துள்ளார். கல்வி தந்தை அவர்கள் தான் ஈட்டிய செல்வத்தை தமக்கு மட்டும் பயன்படுத்திக் கொள்ளாமல் இந்த சமூகத்திற்கும் பயன்பெறும் வகையில் பல்வேறு அறப்பணிகளை செய்துள்ளார். குறிப்பாக கல்விப்பணி, மருத்துவப் பணி, ஆன்மீக பணி, விளையாட்டுத்துறை ஆகியவற்றுக்காக அவர் அளப்பரிய பணிகள் அனைத்தையும் செய்துள்ளார். கல்விப்பணி 1984ஆம் ஆண்டு இந்த கோவில்பட்டி சுற்றுவட்டார பகுதிகளிலே உள்ள மக்களுக்கு பயன்பெறும் வகையிலே பொறியியல் கல்லூரி மற்றும் லட்சுமி அம்மாள் பாலிடெக்னிக் கல்லூரி, நேஷனல் பொறியியல் கல்லூரி மற்றும் லட்சுமி அம்மாள் பாலிடெக்னிக் கல்லூரி ஆகியவற்றை சுயநிதி திட்டத்தின் மூலம் தமிழ்நாடு அரசிடம் பெற்று இந்த பகுதி மக்களுக்காக நிறுவினார். நாலாட்டின்புதூரில் உள்ள அரசு பள்ளியை தத்தெடுத்து அதற்கு K.R. சாரதா அரசு மேல்நிலைப்பள்ளி என்று பெயரிட்டு அதற்குண்டான இடம் மற்றும் பொருளுதவிகள் அனைத்தையும் வழங்கி அந்த பள்ளிகளின் வளர்ச்சிக்காக இன்றும் பாடுபட்டு வருகின்றனர். பின்னர் 1997 K.R. கலை மற்றும் அறிவியல் கல்லூரி நிறுவப்பட்டது. இந்த 3 கல்லூரிகளில் பயின்ற ஆயிரக்கணக்கான மாணவர்கள் இன்றைக்கு இந்தியா மட்டுமல்ல பல்வேறு நாடுகளிலும் உயரிய பதவிகள் மற்றும் பல்வேறு நிறுவனங்களை நடத்தும் அளவுக்கு சிறந்து விளங்குகின்றனர். குறிப்பாக இன்றைய சிறப்பு பேச்சாளர் திரு மதுக்குமார் அவர்கள் இந்த கல்லூரியிலே முதலாவது அணியாக கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் துறையிலே பயின்றார். இன்றைக்கு அமெரிக்காவிலே ஒரு பெரிய நிறுவனத்தை நடத்தி வருகிறார். மேலும் பல்வேறு ஊர்களில் உள்ள பள்ளிகளுக்கும் கல்வி நிறுவனங்களுக்கும் தேவையான உதவிகளை அவர் அளப்பரிய பணிகளை செய்துள்ளார். மருத்துவ பணி எடுத்துக்கொண்டோம்னால் அந்த காலத்திலே இந்த சுற்றியுள்ள கிராமங்களுக்கெல்லாம் மருத்துவ தேவைக்காக கோயில்பட்டியை அணுக வேண்டும். இந்த ஊர்களிலே தற்பொழுதுதான் இந்த PH என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய ஆரம்ப சுகாதார நிலையம் எல்லா ஊர்களிலும் அருகே இருந்துள்ளது. அப்படிப்பட்ட காலகட்டத்திலே தமது ஊர் மக்கள், சுற்றியுள்ள கிராம மக்கள் பயன்பெறும் வசதிக்காக முடுக்குமீண்டான்பட்டி, வானரமுட்டி, பழங்கோட்டை ஆகிய ஊர்களிலே இலவச மருத்துவரை நியமித்து சொந்த செலவிலே மருத்துவ சேவைகள் செய்து வந்திருக்கிறார். அது இன்றும் தொடர்ந்து வருகின்றது. இதுபோல் கோவில்பட்டி அரசு மருத்துவமனைக்கு குழந்தைகள் நல பிரிவு கட்டடம் கட்டி கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. இது போன்ற பல்வேறு மருத்துவ பணிகளையும் ஐயா குறிப்பாக செய்துள்ளார். இது தவிர ஆன்மீக பணி என்று எடுத்துக்கொண்டோமானால் பல்வேறு சமுதாய சாதி மக பார்க்காமல் அறப்பணிகள் செய்து அருளாளர் என்று போற்றப்பட்டிருக்கிறார். குறிப்பாக சொல்ல வேண்டுமானால் கோவில்பட்டி செண்பகவல்லி அம்மன் கோவிலுக்கு ராஜகோபுரம், ஆணைக்கட்டி தயானந்த சரஸ்வதி ஆலயத்தில் உள்ள மகா கணபதி ஆலயம், சிந்தலக்கரை காளியம்மன் வெட்காளியம்மன் கோவில் திருப்பணிகள், விளாத்திகுளம் அருள்மிகு மீனாட்சி சுந்தரேஸ்வரர் கோவில் திருப்பணிகள், திருப்புடை மருதூர் நாரும்போதநாதர் சுவாமி திருக்கோவில், சங்கரன்கோவில் சங்கரநாராயண சுவாமி கோவில் இவைகளெல்லாம் புனரமைக்கப்பட்டு பொருள் செலவிலே திருப்பணிகள் செய்யப்பட்டன ஐயாவால். அது தவிர இந்த நிகழ்விலே கல்லூரி மாணவர்களும் பங்கேற்றனர். இதுபோல் நூற்றுக்கணக்கான கோவில்களுக்கு அறப்பணிகளை ஆற்றியுள்ளார் ஐயா அவர்கள். இது தவிர கிறிஸ்துவ மதத்திற்காக புளியம்பட்டியில் உள்ள அந்தோனியார் ஆலயத்திற்கு பிரார்த்தனை மண்டபம் மற்றும் முஸ்லிம் மக்களுக்கான கோவில்பட்டியில் உள்ள கட்டிடம் இவற்றை எல்லாம் செய்திருக்கிறார். சமய வேறுபாடு இல்லாமல் அனைத்து ஆன்மீக பணிகளுக்கும் ஐயா பணியாற்றியிருக்கிறார். விளையாட்டுத்துறை என்று எடுத்துக்கொண்டோமானால் நமது லட்சுமி அம்மாள் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் அகாடமி என்று தனது தாயார் பெயரிலே ஒரு லாசா என்ற ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் அகாடமியை நிறுவி கோவில்பட்டி சுற்றியுள்ள இந்த மாணவர்கள், பள்ளி மாணவர்களுக்கு ஹாக்கி பயிற்சியும் கிரிக்கெட் அணி பயிற்சியும் நடைபெற்று வருகின்றன. அது தவிர தேசிய அளவிலான அகில இந்திய ஹாக்கி போட்டிகள் 2009 முதல் நமது கல்வி நிறுவனங்களால் நடத்தப்பட்டு வருகின்றன. சமூக பணிகள் பொதுவாக பல்வேறு எண்ணிலடங்கா பணிகளையும் சேவைகளையும் செய்து மக்கள் தேவைகளை அனைத்தையும் நிறைவேற்றியுள்ள ஐயா அவர்கள் எளிமையான வாழ்க்கைக்கு சொந்தக்காரர். அவர் எப்பொழுது வந்தாலும் நமது பாலிடெக்னிக் வளாகத்தில் உள்ள அந்த கூரை கட்டிடத்தில் தான் அமர்ந்து இருப்பார். ஸோ அதுபோன்ற எளிமையான வாழ்க்கைக்கு சொந்தக்காரர். அவர் சாதித்த சாதனைகள் அனைத்துமே மிகவும் போற்றக்கூடிய சாதனைகள். வையத்துள் வாழ்வாங்கு வாழ்பவன் வானுரையும் தெய்வத்துள் வைக்கப்படும் என்ற வள்ளுவனின் வாக்கிற்கிணங்க வாழ்ந்து மறைந்த கல்வி தந்தை அவர்கள் தெய்வமாக இருந்து நம்மை வழிநடத்துவார். மேலும் அவர்கள் விட்டு சென்ற பணிகள் அவர்களது குடும்பத்தினரால் இன்றும் செவனே தொடர்ந்து நடைபெற்று வருகின்றன என்றும் கூறி ஐயா அவர்களை நினைவுகூர வாய்ப்பளித்த அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி கூறி நிறைவு செய்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for sharing all those beautiful memories. I bequeath Professor Dr. S. Shanmugavel, Director of National Engineering College, to deliver the presidential address to the gathering.
Very good morning to all of you. Respected Vice Chairman, respected correspondent, and respected members of the management, the chief guest, deans, heads of the departments, faculty members, students, press and media, and ladies and gentlemen. I am extremely elated to be part of this function, and I would like to thank our chief guest, Mr. Madhu Kumar, who is a distinguished alumnus of our College of Computer Science and Engineering of the first batch, for having consented to be available here to deliver an online lecture on empowering the students through industry-academia collaborations. On this day of recollecting the memory of our founder chairman, what comes to our mind is the human values that are practiced by our founder chairman, and having instilled all these human values such as compassion, fraternity, honesty, integrity, truthfulness, and other human values in all of us. And we all see that all the institutions established by our founder chairman follow these ethical practices and the human values that we have cited. So it is a time for us to remind ourselves regarding the far-fetched or visionary approach of our chairman when he had as early as 1984 he had a vision to start higher education institutions in this area for the people, particularly for the people from the rural area who do not have access to higher education institutions, and he has ensured that the people around this region are getting the access of technical education without any hindrance. And in fact, his vision was to transform the lives of the people through high quality technical education and research with the human values. That is a very important attachment we had for this vision. So let us rededicate ourselves in achieving this vision of our founder chairman and follow his footsteps in conducting the institutions and being the part of the institution with all the human values like honesty, integrity, trustworthiness, and compassion with the people, and above all the quality of education that we have to deliver to the students. And with these few words, I once again thank all the members for having come over here and come over here to listen to the online lecture, which is particularly for the students. And I once again thank Mr. Madhu Kumar for having accepted our invitation for this purpose. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. To introduce the chief guest of the occasion, I welcome Dr. K.G. Srinivasagan, Dean, Professor and Head of Information Technology, National Engineering College.
So, respected dignitaries, my dear student friends, guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is immense pleasure to introduce the day of the chief guest, Thiru Madhu Kumar. He is a distinguished alumnus of NEC. He passed out from our college in the year 1988. So he came from a small town near to Nagarkoil, and he proven himself as a wonderful visionary as well as a listenable leader right now. He is now holding a company as a founder as well as CEO of the company in the name of Amendis, New Jersey, USA. So previously, he has taken variable position in various companies. So almost 30 years plus of experience he has in the field of IT services, digital transformation, as well as product development. Also, as a laurels, he got a position on Vice President at Hexaware, USA. So because of that, the Alumni Association also awarded a notable alumni for him at Chennai Alumni Association in the AGM meeting in the year 14. So apart from that, he has done a lot of work. So whatever the work he has taken has given more importance for the organization, vision, mission, and core. So because of that, he proven in all his success with right level as well as his competitors for everyone. So with this, I request, I'm also thank the organizer to give me the opportunity to introduce a great personality as well as my senior, Mr. Madhukumar, to take up the dais and to share the Memorial Day address for the audience. Thank you.
Thank you, KG Srinivas. It's a pleasure to address you all. Let me, on this occasion, thank the current chairman, Chennamal Avargale, K.R. Krishnamurthy, the vice chairman, K.R. Arunachalam, the correspondent for our college, Shanmugavel, Dr. Shanmugavel, our director, and I'm very happy to thank our college principal, Mr. Kalidas Murugavir. Thank you very much, Rajeshwaran. Unga pechu romba nagilva irundhuchu. And I also want to thank K.R. Madhivanan, K.R. College of Arts and Science. And as an alumni, I want to thank for inviting me, the dean, professors, enoda batchmates in that college now, and all my students, parents, teachers, everyone. It's a great pleasure to come and talk about our chairman. Being the first batch of our college, as a student, we got a lot of opportunity to meet our earlier chairman, as well as a first principal, we had many occasions, many chances when we met them, talked to them. When we were students, I should say this, the topic on the KGS and in the Mary or speeching or England, I was very excited. One reason because on the year college ஆரம்பிச்சு எங்களை மாதிரி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடைச்சு second year, third year we were coming in, all students, we all have little butterflies in our stomach. College முடிக்கிறோம், எங்க வேலை கிடைக்கும், இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய பேச்சுகள் வரும். அப்போ the focus is on doing studies well, do everything nicely. அப்போ third yearல இருக்கிறப்போ I really want to tell a story. Chairman was in our college, நாங்க பேசிட்டு இருந்தோம். But we were applying to internships, நிறைய Trivandrum colleges or Trivandrum places. I come from Kanyakumari. Then we applied to Chennai, Bombay. Then அப்ப திடீர்னு our chairman K.RAMASAMY கேட்டுட்டு இருந்தப்போ இங்க ஒரு பக்கத்துல liquid propulsion system center ஒன்று வந்திருக்கு, அங்க அப்ளை பண்ண வேண்டியதானே அப்படின்னாங்க. It was so encouraging for all of us. நாங்கள் வந்து அப்போ அப்ளை பண்ணேன். Fortunately, that time I got an internship uh, in Liquid Propulsion System Center, third year. Then with that, long story short, and the internship and the project there. Then of course, you study, you do well. Then Bombay, after college, we went for an interview at Baba Atomic Research Center. Was lucky there. Now, all of you were talking about the human nature of our chairman, K.RAMASAMY. And the time when I'm sorry about echoing. Is it echoing for all of you or is it only for me? Okay, that's fine. Thank you. So, the human nature of talk Vandabab, you saw his career. Ningelam, Rajeshwaran sir பேசினப்போ காளிதாஸ் சார் பேசினப்போ நீங்க பாத்தீங்க அவரோட சேர்மனோட லைஃப்ல he has worked hard in his life, but all he did was at every point in time he never hesitated to work hard. நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா அவர் துபாய் ஆர் மிடில் ஈஸ்ட் போய் ஒர்க் பண்ணதா இருக்கட்டும், கம்பெனி ஆரம்பிச்சதா இருக்கட்டும், come down, and 1984ல that was the first batch of colleges in Tamil Nadu. நீங்க திருநெல்வேலி ஏரியாவில் கவர்மெண்ட் காலேஜ் ஆஃப் இன்ஜினியரிங் அப்போ இருந்துச்சு. பட் இன் இன்ஜினியரிங் பிஃபோர் மதுரை பிலோ தெர் வேர் நாட் மெனி காலேஜஸ். ஸோ நேஷனல் இன்ஜினியரிங் காலேஜ் அப்பெல்லாம் இட் வாஸ் அ ட்ரீம் கம் ட்ரூ ஃபார் மெனி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். என்னோட பேட்ச்ல நிறைய சென்னை ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்திருந்தாங்க, மதுரை, ஆல் ஓவர் தமிழ்நாடு, சம் கேரளா. ஸோ வி ஆர் லிட்டில் பிட் ஆஃப் wide variety of students, but the focus he had, the ability he had, and the vision, I should say, to help that community in and around us was phenomenal. So one was educating. Number two, whenever he got a chance, I think I had possibly 6 or 7 times I met him in my 4-year period. It was Professor Kannappan தான் எங்களோட பிரின்சிபலா இருந்தாரு. இந்த மாதிரி மீட்டிங்ஸ் வரப்பெல்லாம் he allowed us to meet the chairman, talk to him, give our comments. So on the விஷயத்துல I was very lucky to be student of NEC. I'm extremely proud of it. Number two, I'm also very happy that I had a chance to interact with our ex-chairman, and I fully understand. I'm glad whenever I come to college, I see that the current chairman, vice chairman, and correspondent, you are continuing to do the same vision our ex-chairman had. In addition to that, principals, I must thank you all. You are doing a fantastic job of generating a lot of alumni from us. Number-wise, I see that I'm part of 25,000 odd engineers in the market today from NEC. And arts and science as well as polytechnic, 40 to 50,000 students have graduated over the last 30 years. Big number. Romba nandi. And so over the next 10-15 minutes, I thought I'll address about the importance of industry alumni interactions for student community. That's where we are talking about. So I'm going to share a couple of slides. I won't bore all of you. Couple of slides I'll share. Give me a minute. I hope you're able to see the slides, KGS. If not, let me know. If you're able to see the slides, I want to continue talking about, why industry academy collaboration is very important for students. I saw our chairman's memorial speeches last 2-3 years. First 3 of them were conducted by ex-vice chairman. So this year when KGS called me, I actually felt while educating students is very important. During that period of education, it is utmost important that during that period when they're focusing on studies, they should find a way to get help in the industry, do some projects, maybe a little bit of skill development, the student theoretical education is very important. There is no compromise on marks, exams and everything. But what is equally important is during that time, if you can find, students can find some guidance from anybody who is in the industry, this will make, definitely the students will be highly skilled workflows. To an extent, coursework will align with global trends. It is very difficult for any institution to keep up to the speed in which the industry moves. Technological advances ரொம்ப faster வந்துட்டு, be it in technology or be it in mechanical engineering, civil, or even if you take polytechnic courses or arts and science, physics, chemistry, including English as a language. You would have heard ChatGPT and things like that. So overall, whatever be the education, be it engineering, arts and science, or polytechnology skill development, I think aligning with industry becomes extremely important for students. In that sense, how does once we establish that it's important, how does it impact the career development of every student who is coming in? So for the next 2-3 minutes, I thought I'll pick 6 topics, which is very impactful for students. One, it actually encourages institutions where NEC, I know that within our college for the last 10-15 years, our industry interactions have created enormous number of patents. I heard from our professor when I met last time that Dr. Gomadin, when I met, she said we have made 50 plus patents in the college. Then we also had so many projects within our campus, in the engineering campus. Fortunately, last time when I visited, I never had a chance to visit the Polytechnic campus or the Arts and Science campus. But as an alumni, I'll be the happy fellow to come visit all the campuses again, understand what's going on. But I'm very impressed with what happens in the engineering side. So that way, it encourages institutions to provide practical knowledge to the students. The research projects, these are a very live way a student can get into the project, work on it, understand what happens once I graduate, go into my future work life. What are those projects and types? That's a very important impact it will give. In fact, college alum padikkurappo, there is one single focus we had: exam passing, little bit of sports, have some fun, which is always important. In college life, you have to have a energetic, little bit of excitement, little bit of kurumbutanondrilla tappe illa, adallam venum. But while we are focusing on education, what is also important is, when I get out of college, am I fit for employment? Maybe some of you students who are listening in, you're in 3rd year, 4th year, or beginning of masters, you may want to do further research, you may want to do further studies. But some of you may want to do entrepreneurship. Some of you want to continue and say, okay, I've invested so much for studies, I want to work, I want to get some experience, a little bit of earnings. So this fit for employment is a very important parameter. It should be in your head the day you start a college life. Right from the year 1, year 2, it's extremely important. You should look at, what can I do during my summer vacation? What can I do during my holidays? Is it only that I'm preparing for exams? Nope. Is there any other companies who are asking for some kind of internships work? Can I apply there? So while it is very easy to say this fit for employment, this is an area where I think every individual student should spend time, understand, talk to the professors, talk to the industry experts. Especially I saw in our college, we have an IT park, we have some companies, and we are writing MOUs with possibly 20 to 40 companies, which are extremely important numbers, and that one should improve. Um, you know, I always say real world problems can be different from what you study in college. I must tell you a story because I did computer science, as Professor said, and everybody introduced. Whoever is listening in, because I did my internship in a liquid propulsion system center in Mahendragiri, I also applied, in addition to engineering, I applied to nuclear research in Bombay. So the Indian Baba Atomic Research Center, they invite students from all over India. A lot of interviews happened for a month. There was one area which the question was during interviews and tests is, hey, you did computer science, but what do you think you can do in nuclear science? You know, my answer was, my internship was in an area where I never had any experience. I worked there for 3 months. Everybody was happy. It's not that, you know, I did extremely well, but I had the confidence to say, if, you know, I'm passing my test and interview, written test and everything in BRC, I'm very confident about doing what we can do in nuclear research. So this real world challenges, problems during classroom studies versus when you do what I call industry relationships, projects, internships, world of difference. You know, the timeliness, your discipline to do certain things, all those things will improve when you do, you know, what I call industry interfacing. Then, if you're lucky, you know, we all apply to institutions. You should never hesitate to apply. There are general metrics, you know, if you're in third year of the student you're listening to, or you're a master's graduate, you're listening to this chat, you should be imagining that second, third year in engineering or second year in arts and science, you should be writing at least 100 to 200 emails to companies for interview. Don't imagine if you apply 5, 10, you will get it. If you're lucky, you will get it. But you need to work a lot of hard work, applying, researching, continuous follow-ups, so that they call you and say, oh, okay, this student is very particular. He wants to work with us. Why is he saying? So that way, you will find within that period of 2-3 months of internships or projects, you may get a good mentor. You know, you may understand what's happening in the real world when you attend the interviews and things like that. So industrial mentors are very key. There, please use you know, your own. In NEC, we have KG Srinivas, who runs our alumni network, and I know that we have also added a dedicated alumni leader for our NEC alumni, at least. So alumni is a very good, powerful force. Please write to us, talk to the alumni groups. There are a lot of leaders all over the regions. Maybe some opportunities come up through that. You know, there are companies, my friends, colleagues, we all, whenever somebody applies, NEC means an element of what I call Namma college, Namma family. And the feeling automatically we get it. Not that everywhere you will be successful, but please do not hesitate to approach us for any industrial related mentoring or growth for relationships. Okay. The last point here, you know, when you do industrial work or on internships, you will also build some realistic expectations. You know, you will be aware that how are you performing in a industry? How does, when you commit certain things, how truthful you have to deliver it? You know, timeliness, including little bit of discipline in terms of working, and creating a trust. You know, with, let's say, you know, you pick an IT company for internships, or you get into L&T, or, you know, there are mechanical engineering, or even civil, electronics, engineering, especially arts and science students. You know, I think more and more the technology is applicable in all fields of the world. So a good physics or math graduates, when you're graduating out, don't hesitate to apply to IT industrial worlds, because I'm very particular that, you know, product development or things like that needs to come from varied experiences. In that sense, every field of work allowing you to apply, have some experience, build some realistic expectation. That will be an extraordinary help for you in terms of your career growth. Okay. I have only 2 more slides, but in this slide, I thought, while I know a lot of professors are listening to it, well, sorry about that. There was a disturbance, but I know that as a student, as a college graduate, you are coming out. When you do industry academia collaboration, you have to be aware about your ability, skills, and limitations. And I really stress on limitations because within that period of time in your college, you can't be master of everything. And you don't have to hesitate to say that, I don't know. Because the industry wants people to come in. Whenever we do interviews, we look at, okay, you're good at something, we'll test you. When you have a limitation, understanding limitation is also a great strength. There is no hesitation to say that, hey, this area I don't know, but these are the areas I'm very good at. That will actually impress a lot of industry leaders when you showcase your talent. So I would say that, sorry about there was a coming up here. So, and insights into importance of soft skills. This is an area where every year when I do college open houses, when I come down to India and meet colleges, even in US or any region I go and meet colleges, I always talk about this. Institutions with its extraordinary syllabus and everything, it can give you knowledge in terms of a subject and a skill. But what is very important is also your holistic development as an individual, be it in sports, be it in terms of communicating, and a little bit of professionalism, seriousness, understanding how to do. So insight into the importance of, we use the word quote unquote soft skills, because these are something which will come up on a daily basis. You need to interact with lecturers, present to your friends, create presentations, talk to them, communication. So these kind of insights will actually readily provide you to, sorry about that. Yeah, it will readily, confidently and clearly express your thoughts and ideas to the industry. So in addition to developing, your own college exams and everything, please focus on the soft skills of, individual. This one you can do it yourself with your student, or any chance you get in terms of applying to internships and projects, please do that. That will help you a lot in terms of your confidence. Clearly express your thoughts and ideas. In this phase, I know, we all struggle with this language as a medium. எந்த மொழியா இருந்தாலும் சரி, தமிழா இருந்தாலும் சரி, இங்கிலீஷா இருந்தாலும் சரி, there are so many tools available today. Language should not be your barrier for expressing yourself. You practice yourself, train it. There are a lot of language. When I joined nuclear research, the first project was in Russian reactors in Kudankulam project. Within 6 months, we were traveling, we were meeting other country, Russians and everything on design. Namakku therija language, English and maybe a little bit of Tamil, Hindi and all. English is the common language, but they only know Russian. So when they say we translate, we listen to that. When we say they, there is a translator sitting in between. So what was important is that whether both of us knew Russian, that's not needed. Whether both of us have to know English, absolutely not. So there were translators in the middle. We were talking, chatting, discussions go on. And you know that in today's world, there are a lot of soft tools available for a medium of translation. So in the third year, when you work in a company, if you are hesitating on your language, maybe you did arts and science or polytechnic or in engineering even, I see that hesitation when I meet students, when I meet them for interviews. I see that language as a little bit of barrier. Don't worry about it. Practice with your own teammates. Take your iPhone. There are translators available. Talk in English. Understand. Translate. Do that. It will help you. Okay. I think the screen share went away, so I'm going to share it again. Hold on for a second. KGS, is the screen share is happening, or is there a challenge? I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to share the screen.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Is the screen share happening or not
No,
yet?
sir. The screen sharing has just been stopped, sir.
Oh, okay. Can I redo that again, or is it possible or no?
No, sir.
Sorry about that. I know time is running out.
Hello, sir.
Once more, if not, I'll talk and continue. Yes, it has come out, right? You're able to see the, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. The last point I said was, while doing this kind of internships, actually you will get a broader understanding of your career paths. Because you may do certain things in the second year as a student. Maybe before the third year, you may do some other projects. At times during college life, you should be, it's important that use that time to understand, work with a couple of companies, maybe do a short project. To an extent, even be ready to get out of, your college campus, try Madurai or Chennai or, a couple of months. It will be a little bit expensive, but, if you can work, make some money, don't stress your parents because they may be paying you college fees and all. Try to earn a little bit of money through part-time work and everything, and move across. It's easy to say for me, but it is tough. I know that, but there is no alternate choice. In order to make informed decisions, you should be available and seeing any industry relations. KGS is an echo. Hopefully, you don't see all the. This is the last slide of today's discussion. You have to raise. Sorry about that. Are you able to hear me properly? Okay, no problem. There are numerous opportunities available to you. Take advantage of the skill you can. Because college life, you get summer holidays. While you need to spend some time for, relaxing and all, but use the time to do internships and projects. In the professional environment, one thing I always tell my students when I meet, or even when I do college open houses, and I think last time when I came there 2017, I did the same. In a professional environment, skills are very important, if not more than the hard skill. Hard skills are your college's exams, you study math or you study electrical or whatever, hard skills are those. But soft skills are as important as anything else. Now, this is where, as a student, faculty and professors who are there, they will learn, they will understand what's happening in the industry. They can help you academically, but the context where how a student, how a thing you're studying, how does it help you in the real world? You need to develop the context. For that, industry and academia interface plays extraordinary importance. In fact, most of the projects you would see that along with you, a faculty will be a member too, because they also get practical experience, they learn, they show to that. So I always say that in internships, context is very important. And then you apply the context for practical world and move on. The last one, while we always look at industry academia collaboration as a benefit to students, benefit to industry, while firms will evaluate you, but I underline that statements for you. As a student, if you can get some couple of opportunities to work with, you actually make a lot of informed decisions. The companies you work for, you can understand, hey, should I take a return offer from them? Do I like that firm? What type of firm I want to work with? So it gives you a lot of information. So it actually makes you to be a informed decision person. So with these 4 key points to remember, I'll close the chat today. And I think KGS and professors, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to talk to you all. And thanks everyone. I don't know how much time we left, but if any of you have any questions, I'm very happy to answer. Maybe a couple of questions from anybody, I'll be happy to answer.
Good morning, sir. I'm Harini from IT department. Actually, thank you for your valuable speech. It was very helpful for us, and hope this would help us for life and future career, sir.
Absolutely. Work out. I'm grateful that you guys listened to it patiently for the last 20-25 minutes. I'm sorry, a little bit of, I think presentation-wise we had some challenges, but hopefully there was no noise. You could listen to me very well. Work hard. You will do well. Very good.
So, good morning, sir. My name is Kirtana from second year CSC. Question I have for you is, how do we develop our confidence level inside the classroom?
Yeah, it's an extremely important question you asked Shrikala, right? Thank you, Shrikala, for asking this. See, when you are doing classroom sessions, see, the confidence is a word which nambike அப்படின்றது, to an extent it comes out of developing competence. அதாவது ஒரு சப்ஜெக்ட்ல when you become extremely smart, you are very confident that, very competent about a subject, your body language changes, you will be happy to debate. And one more thing I always tell in my student life, I practiced it even now when I do a little bit of, I did my MBA after 7-8 years. Couple of years back, I did some certifications on cloud computing. I develop my confidence through one way, Shrikala. I teach others. If I think for any moment, if I believe that I'm not good at it, I try to call people and say, hey, I want to tell you this. I learned this. What do you think? So teaching, discussing, debating is an extraordinary way to give you an element of confidence, because you put yourself in tough scenarios. Don't only teach the students the second year graduates. Suppose if you want to develop a little bit of that, go to a third year graduate or even the final year students, who think they have learned everything. Go question them. Don't worry. Say that, hey, I have a topic. I know you studied this. This is an area I want to have a discussion. Using your peers in student life is an extraordinary way to develop confidence. There is another tough way is, doctorate holders are there in your college, professors are there, or people when they come for discussions or industries or you have sponsored projects, those interactions will give you confidence. To an extent, subject you to very difficult scenarios. Have you talked to the mirror anytime? Do you do that kind of exercise? How do you come out when somebody asks you a tough question? How do you react? How much you know about a subject? Those are the elements of confidence. So develop competence, automatically confidence comes. Practice, there is no solution to it. But you started it asking this. This is one element I personally think over the last 15, 20 years, earlier when I used to interview candidates for my earlier companies or even in my startup, I know when I ask a question, they know the answer, but they don't want to say it confidently. So that more practice, more competence, more reading, interact with people, that'll give you. You've done the step one, that's what I said. Sometimes understanding the weakness is actually your biggest strength in life. Because you should know that as an individual, you can't be master of everything. Certain areas you're good at. Certain areas you're not good at. That's okay. You will develop that. So once you're good at something, then the confidence level is absolutely, mind-boggling. What you don't know makes your life much more easier. In this, I want to finish this question by saying that in this world, there were times when people think knowledge is power, but at times, ignorance is bliss. To develop confidence in some areas, ignore certain things. Don't try to be master of everything. It doesn't work. Hope I answered you, Shrikala.
Very helpful, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I'm Selvavarshini from IT department, third year, sir. Sir, I'm having a question that how to develop our soft skills and to make the growth more productive.
Slight disturbance. Can you repeat the question, please? There was a little bit of sound in there.
Skills as a more productive way.
Sorry about that. Online, whoever is logging in, can you please mute the phone? I was trying to answer a question. Please repeat it. Repeat the question, please. Oh, your mic is muted. Can you? Yes.
Sir, how to develop our soft skills?
Okay. That is very important. Holistic development. Do you do sports and all? Other than college work, studies? What's your good name?
Sir, I'm Ashwini.
What's your name? Ashwini.
Selvavarshini.
No, I got your question. How to develop soft skills is your question. I was asking, what's your good name?
Sir, I'm Selvavarshini.
Telagavashini. Very nice. You have to define what type of soft skills. One is holistic communication. Number two, ability to interact with people. Third one I always see is, clarity of thought. Fourth one is more inclined towards sports, community activities. You do, other than doing the studies and exams and everything, how much you are subjecting yourself to physical sports activities. Pick a sport, be in that. So for each of those soft skills, you should have a separate mechanism for every time. Like in a 4-year college period, maybe you will say next 6 months I'm going to train myself on purely presentation skills, public speaking, talking to students. So when your professor comes and says, okay, this is the project, tomorrow you guys present, you should volunteer and say, rather than writing and giving it, sir, can I present to the whole class? He may accept, he may not accept. If you request twice, he will say, okay, go, Varshini, you present tomorrow. So that's one way to put yourself in front of entire your students, get critiqued, you know. It's not easy. People will critique you. They will say, oh, you did bad. But in your own heart, you attempted something, you achieved it, whatever be the grades of it, don't worry about it. So do that. Soft skill is more of, practicing. You should have a discipline of getting up at a certain time in a day, catching sleep early, because soft skill development needs discipline in your personal life. Okay? Then your interactions. At times in soft skill, what you know doesn't matter. Whom all you speak to matters. How much you stress yourself within your parents too, your parents, your relatives, your friends, your college, and I don't know which year you are in now. Are you on second, third year, or which year are you studying now?
And third
year. So, summer vacations are coming up. Apply some industries, some companies. Hopefully, if you get any of those internships for 2 months, 3 months, there you can focus on developing presentation skills, talking skills, comprehending skills, and presenting yourself. I think those are all the soft skills you should develop. Okay? Did I answer you okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You guys are some smart kids. You're asking all very, very valid questions.
Thank you, sir, for making this session an informative and valuable one. To end this session with a formal word of thanks, I request Dr. S. Madhivanan, Principal of K.R. Arts and College.
Good afternoon, y'all, gathered both physically and virtually to observe the 4th Memorial Day of our founder chairman, Kalvi Thanthai Thiru K.RAMASAMY Ayya. Let me propose the vote of thanks by quoting the words of Swami Vivekananda. Don't look back, look forward with infinite energy, infinite enthusiasm, infinite daring, and infinite patience. Then alone, great deeds can be accomplished. As per his words and the vision of our founder chairman to educate the students and our community, our K.R. educational institutions are deliberately working under the chairmanship of our Madam Tirumadi Chennamal Ramasamy, Vice Chairman Thiru K.R. Krishnamurthy, and Correspondent Thiru K.R. Arunachal. Thank you, Madam, and thank you, sirs, for your elite guidance. Teamwork makes the dream work. I profoundly express my gratitude to all the management committee members for their coordinated support. Being an alumnus is not just a title, but a lifelong commitment towards his or her alma mater to the growth and success of the institution. Today's chief guest, Mr. Madhu Kumar, distinguished alumnus, founder and CEO of Amadis Technologies, USA, is a great inspirational source to our budding alumni and really inspired and guided the students on the aspect of industry and academia collaboration and its impact on career development. Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable time with us. The real secret of the success is enthusiasm. We have our dynamic director, Dr. S. Shanmugavel, for guiding enthusiastically the secrets for our success. Thank you, sir. True friends are always together in spirit. I thank Dr. K. Kalvi Principal of National Engineering College, and Professor A. Rajeswaran, Principal of Lakshmi Ammal Polytechnic College, for their peer support and help rendered by them to make today's event a grand success. It is my pleasure to thank the legal advisor, auditor, and all the representatives from the society for their support towards the growth of our institutions. I owe my sincere thanks to the parents and the everlasting beliefs and the enduring support rendered by the faculty and staff members of National Engineering College, Lakshmi Ammal Polytechnic College, and K.R. College of Arts and Science. I express my heartfelt gratitude to the alumni of K.R. educational institutions, as they are the real flag bearers and the pride of our institutions. Finally, I register my sincere thanks to the press and media persons who are the unsung heroes in popularizing the news and information. I conclude my vote of thanks by earmarking a Thirukural, Anjamai, Igai, Arivukam, Innangum, Enjamai, Vendar Kielbu. அஞ்சாமை, ஈகை, அறிவுடைமை, ஊக்கவுடைமை இந்த 4 பண்புகளும் குறைபடாமல் இருத்தலே ஒரு அரசனின் இயல்பாகும். Courage, giving, knowledge and zeal are the 4 failless features of being royal. Let us also try and follow the words of Tamil Pullavar Thiruvalluvar to be good and grateful in the advanced technological society. Thank you for the opportunity. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Let's end the session with National Anthem sung by our college students. I request the gathering to rise and pay tribute.
Thank you, KGS.